Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Dude, where do I even start? I don't think I have too much to talk about in this little thing that I do. But I went to a card show. I've been going to a lot of card shows lately because I think I've been too sedimentary. So I've been going to some card shows up and down, left and right, whatever. And I was recently just at one, I think last weekend, and I had a bunch of pickups prearranged. You can see here. Um, so I was pretty happy about that. Overall, the show was not that bad. It was okay. I usually, honestly, I don't really go to car shows to like look for deals or look to buy things. I usually go to just talk to friends, pretty much. So I had a cool time talking to a newly made friend, Aaron. And I guess you could say I made two new friends from China. I only know one of their names though. Um, one's called Henry. We're pretty cool, and the other guy, Loki don't know his name, but we get along. We just talk here and there. But I'm more so cool with Henry. Then I also went to see my friend Lucky or Chansey, and then dude, there's definitely someone else. Oh yeah, went to go see my friend Lorenzo. And just, I think there's some other people honestly. I mean, I don't know. I guess like I'm starting to create a sense of familiarity with some people, which is pretty cool. So I went to that show. Show itself, I don't know how to feel about it. This one felt a little underwhelming in terms of the things I saw. I I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel about card shows in general. I like them, but I feel like if you're not really there, I mean, obviously it's an experience. Like you're a customer and it's like an event, but it's like I feel that like I guess as a oh yeah, my friend freaking Chaos. How can I forget about my friend Chaos, dude? There are like a bunch of people I speak to, and my friend Pokey 360. Sorry, man. I just I don't know. I don't want to leave anyone out. Um, but anyway, uh, yeah, I feel that. Oh, oh, like maybe it's that the things that I'm into, they're just a little niche. So they weren't there in the absolute abundance, which is understandable. You know, the UK is kind of just obviously it's been doing Pokemon forever. Like Pokemon's been in the UK forever, but relatively speaking, card shows are a pretty new thing, the most part. And now they're just everywhere every single week, which is pretty funny. Hmm. Yeah, now they're just everywhere every single week, which is pretty funny. But I mean, obviously, I prefer Japanese. So, I mean, there's one guy who's got me covered, which is honestly two. Honestly, what am I even saying, dude? Three. Like, if I go to a show and either of those guys are there, which is Last Chansey, Chaos Collectibles, or Poke 360, I'm gonna see some cool Japanese cards, which is absolutely awesome because they're Japanese specialists. Um, Poke 360 had some really cool cards. He had a PSA 10 Victory Orb, PSA 10 E card Charizard that sold. Hit a Daisuke Raichu. I love Pokemon Club Raichu that my friend Henry picked up, which is really, really cool. And then Chansey had some really cool cards. Chansey had really he had Web Gengar, which I really love. Really love Web Gengar because I just love the E series border. So seeing that with the Masaki art is like the best of both worlds for me. That's Masaki's as well. That's really just some really cool Japanese cards. And then Chaos kind of just has like everything, bro. Like if it's Japanese, like he probably has it. He probably has it or had it or something. So whenever I go to Chaos's table, like I don't even know where to look because it's just everything. Japanese gold stars, Japanese old backs, Japanese trophy cards, like Chinese crystals, English, whatever it is. Like that guy's got it. His table is honestly sometimes a little overwhelming because honestly, there's just so much stuff. But yeah, attending the show is good. But then I walk around and I don't know, maybe like yeah, I'm missing something, man. I don't know, cause like I feel like I'm in a little bit of a simulation. I don't know. Maybe I don't actually care for card shows, honestly. I'm not even sure. I just enjoy the people. I don't really know. Cause like it's not that it was uninteresting. Just like nothing really sort of caught my eye, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's honestly the price tags, dude. Everyone's taxing up the freaking butt with like raw cards. I swear, like it was it was not great. I mean, I did condition check a bunch of cards that were pretty interesting to me. Some of them were good, some of them were bad, but I don't know. I mean, I guess a lot of the stuff that I'm into is just hyper inflated right now, which is just very, very buns. So I don't think I mean, I did close out some sales, obviously, because they're right in front of me, but those were with friends. It's very rare that I close out some sales with other vendors, which I generally was trying to do. I don't have them on me right now. Um, Two slabs that I was literally unable to trade. I don't know if I've done a video on those, to be honest with you. I can honestly I'll check later. Um, I don't know if I did a video on those. If I haven't, then I need to do a video on this. Dude, I don't know. What was my last video, bro? Okay. Uh, dude. Check. Let me go check, brother. Okay, wait. Oh yeah, no, I did. I literally did do a video on it. Just forgot for. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to trade those two, and I couldn't, which is unfortunate. But that's okay because there'll be more shows, there'll be more opportunities to trade. Did enjoy the trade night that I went to as well. That one was not that bad. I usually just honestly use it as an opportunity to speak to some people. I think I enjoy the community more than actually like trying to make any card purchases. I honestly have preferred to make card purchases on my own for the longest time because that's just how I've always done it. But with the you know how vast this planned collection is, I just got a network, dude. It's it's like I could possibly maybe do it on my own, but it would just be way easier if I just accept the help of other people and I just communicate with other people, and I've been doing that and I've been enjoying that, so that's pretty nice. I met this new guy who introduced to me my friend Poke360, and his name is Pokedubs. I haven't interacted too much with him, but hopefully some good things can come from that. It was not bad. My friend ended up losing card his PSA 10 Van Gogh Pikachu. Someone replaced it with a fake slab, which is very lame. Very, very lame. I don't know. I hope that essentially works itself out. Little doubtful, very unfortunate, but that did kind of ruin the Saturday. Maybe it was the Saturday or the Sunday. I want to say it was the Sunday. I think it was the Sunday. Yeah, it was probably the Sunday. It was kind of whack. Maybe it was the Saturday, dude. Sunday. But either way, yeah, there's that. I'm trying to think. Highlight of the weekend was probably highlight of the weekend of that show. Probably, dude, what was the card that I absolutely the most? kind of awkward. I'm gonna split it between a Tag 10 Web Gengar owned by someone called EJP, which is very cool. And then I want to say the Tag 10 Gengar, and kind of hard, bro, because like I'm really trying to think of cards that stood out, but it wasn't probably the either the Victory Orb or the Daisuke Raichu. Honestly, the Daisuke Raichu was really cool. Kind of funny. The Raichu is really chubby, which is really cute. It's obviously prime Raichu, the artwork, but Daisuke variant is just a little rarer. I say a little, but it's vastly rarer. Um, so yeah, the Japanese always getting the exclusive promos first. So probably one of those two. One of those two. Maybe the Victory Orb, something like that. I don't know. But anywho, the cards I picked up, I guess we'll start with this one. I don't know what it is, so we're gonna find out. Ooh, card is very good. This card is very good. To be honest, I wasn't paying much attention to this card until maybe some months ago. But this card is awesome. I am actually not even that big of a Charizard fan. I know that might seem like atypical, or oh dude, you're trying to be so different. Let me take it out. Yeah. I know that may seem like atypical, or like, oh, you're trying to be so different. But like, I don't know. I don't like the color orange. I actually don't like the color orange, especially the color orange that Charizard is. I like the color orange that Dragonite is because I like pastel colors, but I don't like the color orange that Charizard is. I don't really like orange in general. People who like orange, you gotta keep a close eye on them. But this Charizard artwork, I really like it. I really like it a lot because it's very different. It's really, first of all, I absolutely love the pose. I think the pose is so cool. It reminds me of what a dragon would actually sort of look like. Um, and like it's very atypical from other Charizard artworks. Like a lot of Charizard artworks, they kind of show him in the traditional positions where like you can kind of, the way you see his wings, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but the way his body is in this one is very atypical from how his body is usually drawn. His body is usually drawn with most Charizard artworks where you can see like his entire torso. Um, I guess the Shining Charizard artwork, it's like the opposite because it's the backside, but it's like poses that you're familiar with seeing Charizard in, if that makes sense. And a lot of the poses are kind of the same. But this one is really different. It like, I don't know, he kind of looks like a little bit like a gremlin, to be honest with you. I mean, like obviously he looks like a dragon, but like he has like a very like gremlin-esque pose. Like he's like very retracted inwards, and I really like that. I also just absolutely love the coloring. I think the coloring is really cool. I really love like uh how it's like, I don't know how it's drawn, like his actual body. I really like it. I really like how there are spots that are lighter than others. I don't know like what the art term is, like the drawing technique, but I just really like the line work. I really like the coloring, and I really like the pose. So this is definitely one of my favorite Charizard cards, hands down. I really like it. Good. And it's a very nice copy as well. Very nice copy. This is definitely my favorite pickup of the show. So I'm really happy that that is awesome. Very awesome. Very awesome. Very glad about that one. Oh, bro, every time, dude, I do this all the time. Every time I check the card, I always think that like there's a dent on the card, but that's not a dent. That's not the top loader. They're not top loader. The sleeve. That gets me every time. I always end up doing that. Yeah, great card. Very happy. Very awesome. Very awesome. That it. Next up. See? Okay. Yes. So, ooh, hold on a second. I thought that was a double swirl. I don't know. I don't think that's a double swirl. That is not a double swirl. Because there's one there here, but it's not a double swirl. Anyway, Latios from Latios, yes. Latios Gold Star from Clash of Blue Sky, otherwise known as EX Deoxys. EX Deoxys, Clash of Blue Sky. Me personally, I think it's either Clash of the Blue Sky or Clash of Blue Sky. Either way, Clash of Blue Sky, way cooler. Japanese cards are just better, and I will actually fight anyone, not physically fight, but I will engage in back and forth conversation about why Japanese cards are just better. I mean, look, EX Deoxys or Clash of Blue Sky, you tell me. I think Clash of Blue Sky is way cooler. But anyway, Latios Gold Star first edition. I am really actually trying to collect these cards in Unlimited because I actually don't like the first edition stamp, and I actually just like the card when it's just like doesn't have the first edition stamp because like it just looks cleaner. My eye doesn't go towards the stamp in the corner. Um, and they're rarer too, but I just like it. I just like when the bottom part is just clean. There's no first edition like. Even though funnily enough, in Japanese, in the Japanese Gold Star sets, most of them are actually rarer in Unlimited. However, with Clash of Blue Sky, funnily enough, first edition is actually rarer. And first edition is actually quote unquote more valuable. Even statistically speaking, it actually is. It just sells higher. But I don't really care about that. I just like Unlimited. It looks nicer. But yeah, first edition in Clash of Blue Sky is actually rarer, but I don't really care. I have a mixture of them. I have a mixture of them. I have some first edition, some unlimited, but I am really trying to go for all unlimited, but it's incredibly hard. But anyway, this card, I actually prefer Latios way more than Latias because for some reason, I don't know, in the anime, I just always thought Latios was a boy and Latias is a girl. I guess. I don't really know. But Latios just kind of looks more boyish. I was like, dude, Latios is way cooler, bro. Also like I personally think the Latios pose is cooler than the Latias pose. If I so if I think the Latios pose is cooler than the Latias pose personally. This holo is crazy. Holy smokes. And we got a swirl, right? Dude, we got double swirls, bro. Let's go. But anyway, yeah, I think the Latios pose is way cooler. Because I think it just kind of extends out of the box a little more. I think it's just more dynamic, but the Latias is more valuable, just a little bit. I don't like the color. I don't like the Shrek kind of yellowy green they got going on. Even it's more like yellow. It's like yellow in the series, so it's yellow. It's not green. But Latios is kind of this turquoisey green color, which is closer to green, and my favorite color is green. So I like Latios more. Yeah, great pick here. Condition is like pretty light, pretty light. I'm happy with it nevertheless. Nether, Minecraft. Nevertheless, so that's really cool. We got a swirl. We got a swirl there too, so that's awesome. I really do want this card in unlimited though, so when the time is right, I will make the correct pickup. Yeah. And then lastly, we got Bella. Hey. Now, this card, I actually love Metagross as a Pokemon. Metagross is just a beast. Metagross is really freaking good. Really freaking good. Mixed attacker. Fucking can do it all. Metagross is awesome. Shiny Metagross? I do like shiny Metagross. For some reason, I don't know. I like the original Metagross more. I just think the colors make sense. But this one is cool because it's kind of like an iron and like gold or like iron and bronze, however you want to perceive it. Like colorway. First edition again. I mean, like it's kind of hard. Like you don't really. I mean, obviously you can pick what you want to do, but like it's very. There are very few of these cards going around. Even though there are a lot. I'm not rich, and like I'm not a vendor. I don't buy and make profit off these cards. I lose money. I break them out of slabs all of the time. So I'm not too picky if I'm offered the opportunity to purchase a card. Um, Swirl here. Don't know what's going on. I think this is a double swirl. Like actually, it looks weird. I don't know what it is, but I think that is a double. So I don't know, but it sure does look like that. I don't really know. It's like one swirl, but then it's got like another one next to it in the exact same. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Kind of looks like a shuckle a little bit. It actually looks like a shuckle right there. Pretty funny. But yeah, also red hollows a lot of the time. Red hollows look really good. Pokemon, I don't really know why that is, but they look good. You've got Houndoom, Neo Discovery Houndoom, Neo Revelation Houndoom, freaking Skyridge Houndoom. All the reds look super good on that. Kangaskhan red looks good. I'm telling you, like red hollows, like they just look good. Look good for some reason. I don't know. They look like Ruby. It just rocks. I actually picked this up. I don't exactly know why, because it's funny because like I already own this card, and usually I never really purchase duplicates. But in this scenario I did because my old one was just a teeny like bit rougher than this one. It had a little bit of widening up here and a little bit down there. You can see. So I felt this was an opportunity to get a slightly better one. Out here. Wait, watch. Okay, there we go. Oh, what the hell? Yo, you gotta be careful with these cards, bro. Honestly, and you gotta be real careful with these cards. But anyway, um, yeah, this one. So this one's a little, or not even a little. It's notably better. To be honest, uh, notably better. Maybe not even that notable. Actually, no, kind of. Actually, not that notably, but a little bit. Anyway, I just thought I'd pick it up because like I don't know, I like to trade, and like if I can get something and then maybe like I keep it for a little bit and then I'll trade with someone else who has something, then I won't lose what I have. So pretty pretty fortunate. But yeah, Metagross star from I wanna say, dude, not Homeland Phantoms. Is it Delta Species? It might be Delta Species. Where is it from? I think it's Delta Species. Right? Yeah, it's definitely Delta Species. Wait, yes. Dude, what? No, 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 no. I swear it's like Delta Species, bro. Hold on. EX Delta Species. Dude, I'm telling you it's Delta Species, bro. Like, there's so many cards that you have to remember sometimes that, like, sometimes it just. Yeah, Delta Species. Groudon, Kyogre, Metagross. Yeah. But anyway, so that is that. That was a long video. Sorry about that. Also, my friend told me that a lot of these cards, a lot of the Metagross prints actually always have this swell in the right place. Funny enough, my old one doesn't, but he's actually right about that. A lot of them do have this swell in this very specific position, and I don't really know why that is. If you own this card and you end up seeing this, you should take a look, because for some reason, a lot of them are actually in that position. So that's really, really funny. Yeah, I am going to a show on the 22nd. So that's bad. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and I will see you whenever I make another video.